24-year-old Shania Shaw was shot and killed Christmas morning. Her family says her death was caused by domestic violence. WRTV's Todd Simmons shows us how they pay tribute to her memory.
It is a hard pill to swallow, a very hard pill to swallow.
I'm really kind of just speechless. You feel me? I'm really trying to still, this don't seem real, bro. Excuse my language, but this.
Don't second guess it. Don't think, don't hope, don't wish. If it happened once, it's gonna happen again.
A couple stages after this, it started feeling real, but I'm glad I was here to speak for her.
They all spoke for her.
We love you, Shania! Your memory is what get left behind, not your presence. And that's what hurts.
This is the story of Shania Shaw, a 24-year-old mother who was cruelly shot on Christmas Day by Sir Brown Jr. 24, the father of her two children. What was supposed to be a joyful family gathering turned into a sad occurrence that horrified not just the family but also the neighborhood. A life has been lost, a family has been impacted, and their lives will never be the same. Before we begin this video, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the family and friends who were severely affected by this horrible crime. We would also like to send condolences to Shania's family and friends. Today's case takes us to Indianapolis. Indianapolis is the capital and largest city of the U.S. state of Indiana. It is situated in the central part of the state. The city has a population of around 870,000 residents, making it the most populous city in Indiana. The city is often referred to as the amateur sports capital of the world due to its robust sports culture. It hosts major sporting events and is the headquarters of the National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA. Shania Shaw was born on November 9, 1999. She went to Broad Ripple High School, worked on floors and decor, and was the princess of her family. Shania was a mother of two little children, both under the age of 2. She was the youngest of 3 siblings, and she was lively and thoughtful. Her brother recalls them attending church together as children at the Indianapolis Baptist Temple. On Sundays, a van would come and pick up the siblings for church. They would go to Bible studies on Wednesdays, and one summer they went to church camp and slept in college dorms in Cincinnati. He also stated that his sister was upbeat and easy to get along with. Sir Brown Jr. was from Jacksonville and a member of the organization. He appeared to be overjoyed that his partner was expecting their second child, and he couldn't wait. "I got my son and woke up to find out I would be having a baby girl, my own daughter," he wrote in September 2022. "I've just fallen in love, and I haven't even met her." Shania had been assaulted by the same man who professed to love their children on social media. However, her family was unaware of this. On December 24, 2023, Shania Shaw and Sir Brown Jr., her lover and the father of her two children, went to Brown's house to drop off their children before going to Broad Ripple to drink. The couple returned to his house around 4 a.m. When Shaw and Brown Jr. arrived, they got into a roughly 45-minute dispute. Brown Jr. dragged Shaw to the ground and punched her in the face as the battle turned physical. Brown's father got into a physical struggle with his son when he rushed outside to break up an argument. Brown Jr. possessed a firearm and threatened to shoot himself. When the father returned inside to shut his door, he heard a shooting and saw his son attempt to enter the house. Brown Jr. then kicked and fired the door in an attempt to get entry. The cops were called, and Shania Shaw was already deceased. When the police began their investigation, they were able to obtain surveillance footage that helped them piece together what led up to the killing. The footage showed Brown Jr. and Shaw arguing outside the house, near Chevy Trailblazer. Brown was then seen walking away from the SUV, while Shaw screamed. The boyfriend was also spotted on his phone, nonchalantly walking back across the street while Shaw screamed for help. Brown was then spotted strolling back across the street, cocking his firearm and firing one shot, killing Shania, before fleeing. Sir Brown Jr. then decided to surrender and was apprehended around 2:30 p.m. when he turned himself in. No firearms were found. He requested a lawyer, and he was charged with murder.
Because y'all kids gonna need y'all. Y'all children is the most important thing that y'all gonna leave behind.
Now at 6, an Indianapolis family mourning the loss of a young woman killed on Christmas morning. They hope to spread awareness about domestic violence. Thank you so much for joining us this evening at 6. I'm Amber Grigley. WRTV's Adam Shum shows us why advocates say they see an increase in cases of domestic violence during the holidays.
She was a fighter. She was a learner. She was a quick grasper.
This is 24-year-old Shania Shaw.
She was our baby. She was the youngest.
Her brother remembering the life that she lived.
This is a pain that I can't describe. It's a pain that I never felt before. So I really don't know how to prepare myself for it to deal with it.
Police say the 24-year-old was shot and killed near North Arlington Avenue and East 56th Street on Indy's northeast side Christmas morning.
You could have called me. You could have brought my baby back. You could have told me to pick her up 3 o'clock in the morning, come get her. I'm there. You didn't have to do that.
Her family says she was a victim of domestic violence. Police arrested a 24-year-old man in the case. He is facing a murder charge.
Y'all know what red flags I'm talking about. Leave that. Stop trying to see the potential in this good that y'all see in yourself and these other grown men. Because y'all kids need y'all. Y'all family needs y'all. And I'm telling you, there's no love worth that.
On average, domestic violence increases about 20% during the holiday.
Laura Berry with the Indiana Coalition Against Domestic Violence says the uptick could be tied to families getting together or financial stress.
In domestic violence cases, it's the use of power and control over another person to either cause physical harm, intimidation, coercion, anything that can escalate up to serious physical violence.
Berry urges anyone who may be in an unsafe situation to call for help. For Shaw's family, they know they can't replace the love that she brought into their lives.
I can't replace her. Her love is a one-time love that they only get one time.
In Indianapolis, Adam Shums, WRTV.
Advocates urge anyone facing a potential domestic violence incident to call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. You can find that number on our website, WRTV.com, under Resources.
Shaw was the youngest member of her family. She was loved and will be missed by those closest to her. Shania's family hopes that her death will bring attention to domestic violence. If you would like to stay updated with this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the following video.